Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina on Lake Taneycomo. We're going to do one cast today. It's Monday, the 24th, sorry. Monday the 24th of January. They're not running any water. They ran 4 units this morning, just like they have for quite a while. It's a very nice day. It's kind of breezy. Wind's out of the southwest, and I've boated up here just above. Well, I'm right between the big log house, which we call Dino's house, and the boat ramp, which is right around the corner, River Point Estates boat ramp. Got this on my seat so I can kind of spin it around and show you where I'm at. Got you looking in the sun that way, so I'm going to try to keep it pointing away from the sun. The one thing I heard this weekend over the tournament was the fish aren't hitting jigs very good, and it's unfortunately true. We had the Masters this weekend, which it started back in 1995. We started it, and it was a 2-day tournament, and I considered it one of the premier tournaments of the year because a lot of the really good trout anglers would come to it, and I had it a 2-day. We fished all day Saturday and a half day on Sunday, and we eventually dropped Sunday, and we just do it like our normal tournaments, 8 in the morning till 4 p.m. on Saturday. And but still a lot of those same guys and other guys come that are very, very good anglers, and a lot of them had a lot of trouble catching fish. They said jig fishing was real tough. The thing, it's an artificial only tournament, and only one team fished above Fall Creek, and they actually brought in 3 keeper rainbows over 20 inches, which is pretty cool. It's the first time that's ever happened. But they did not place. They were not able to catch any trout all day, less than 12. So they just brought in 3 fish. I believe they threw jerk baits all day. I might be mistaken, but so it was an interesting tournament. We had a lot of nice fish, but out of 47 teams, I believe 20 teams did not even weigh in. So that kind of tells you how tough it was. Not that they didn't catch any fish or couldn't bring in their fish. They felt like that they didn't have a chance to even come close to placing, so they didn't bring their fish in. So I thought I'd come up here and throw a jig. I've got a 32nd ounce sculpin and ginger jig with a sculpin head, 2-pound line, and my 6'6", or 6 foot. I'm sorry, yeah, it's a 6'6" medium light spinning rod, and I'm gonna try to throw for the most part with this wind and not across. So I'm going to be throwing out this way and kind of moving the boat and kind of working my way down. So I'm going to stand back here and throw this direction. I really wanted to fly fish. I mean, this is perfect for fly fishing, and sitting there watching an indicator, I know I would probably catch fish. But I kind of wanted to try something that might be hard, it might not. So we'll see. I want to throw with the wind because this 32nd ounce jig, the wind's going to really push that jig around a lot. if I start throwing it sideways, it's going to be kind of hard to work. I don't have to throw directly down wind, pretty close. Of course, it's not blowing right at the moment. There might be a little bit of current, just a little bit. Nothing on the first cast. I'm going to stay here for just a little bit with the spot lock on, because there's a lot of area here that I can work without moving. I'm sitting in about 5 foot of water, and it probably goes to about 7 foot out there where I'm fishing, maybe 8. Not many people out fishing today, but there were a few. I am letting it go to the bottom pretty much before I start working it. Line went slack. There's a fish. You hit it on the drop. He hit that hard. It took over 11 pounds to place in the top 4. That's 8 fish. That's some really nice fish. You gotta catch fish bigger than this. Let's try that again. That didn't even hit the bottom, and he just smacked it. When that wind picks up, I'm dropping my rod tip so it won't catch quite as much wind. Make sure my camera's still pointing in the right direction. Starting to drift. I'm just going to let the wind take me. Continue to work this whole area. This area usually holds a lot of fish. And I did mention, guys were using scuds yesterday. Obviously the fish are feeding on scuds. There's a lot of really good gravel beds through here, and you're showing them a bug that they're eating already, and they're not necessarily taking a lot of things that they don't see naturally. I'm not saying they do see sculpins and minnows and stuff through here, so jigs ought to be working pretty good, but my opinion is these fish are they're just getting educated, and they're not going to be as easy to catch. It's not that they're not here. And the guys that fish these tournaments, they know that. It's not like, well, Taneycomo has lost its big fish to the number of fish. Some of the guys were saying that MDC need to stock more fish. I disagree. They do stock a lot less fish in the wintertime than they do in the summertime. But the fishing pressure is much, much less right now. I mean, weekends there's a lot of guys fishing, a lot of people fishing, but not during the week. In the summertime, it's every day. Okay, I gotta move. Fish a different spot. I'm fishing a little bit more in the middle of the lake than I am normally. Usually I'm fishing the shallow side, but Staying kind of in the middle or on the deep side a little bit. No real reason. There is nothing coming up on the surface, but I'm gonna let this go about halfway down and start working a little faster just to see. Something a little bit different might work. Oh, there's a bump. Just missed him. It's good for one bite. The sun is just about gone below the bluff, so it's kind of nice. That wasn't a very good cast. Jack, you hadn't been in a boat in a while, have you? Neither have I. Oh, that was cool. Let me turn it just a little bit. That fish hit it and came right out of the water, the little one. I didn't get the hooks out. There's 3 fish that have jumped in the last minute. It's funny how they can just turn on and start feeding on midges. Especially if they just start hatching. Trolling. Years ago I came out here and did one cast. It was in the summertime, and I was fishing this area with a jig, some kind of jig. I think I caught 17 in a row. Of course they were all stockers pretty much. 17 casts, 17 in a row. That sounds like a feat, but if you think about it, I was just fishing a big school of rainbows that were probably just stocked and were still hanging together, so thought it was fun. Kind of wish I brought a jig and float now. I didn't bring anything but a jig box, so no floats. Because this chop on the water is perfect for fishing a jig and float. Just a little bit of a chop. Go back up a little bit. Wind's down a little bit. Where are the dumb fish? Jackson, I want some dumb fish. Sure if they're big. Some guys down there fishing off the bank. It's a great day to be fishing. Let's try fast. And I see some midges flying around and they're starting to come up a little bit. Oh, that was a little one. All right, this might be my last cast. That felt like a decent fish too. That might have been another bite. Well, I said might. Hey, they're gonna keep biting. I'm gonna keep fishing. I'm kind of out in the middle now, or we're almost on the deep side. Hitting short. I was just thinking one more cast. I got another bite. They're just playing with me. You're one cast away from a big fish. But this is my last cast. Unless. Okay, I'm on the bottom. I'm gonna work it all the way in. I think I'm gonna go in. Thanks for watching. Blake will be back in the morning. Probably do one cast. I don't know what he's gonna do tomorrow. He's been wanting to fish with the water run, but I'll let him decide. See you later. This is the cast after the last cast, Jackson. Nice, good size stalker. He's got the red underneath the gold plates, the orange. He'll be a pretty fish when it gets his colors.